Well, hello, vinyl community. The big news came out today, the announcement we've been waiting for from Analogue Productions. It's a great announcement about 75 titles that'll be coming out over the next 3 years. Let's check it out. So the announcement that was going to get an announcement has finally been announced. So while we were focusing on the new Rhino High Fidelity series in the last few months that we're releasing some of the Warner Elektra Atlantic titles, we have Chad Kassem in the background working with Atlantic Records directly as they are celebrating their 75th year in the industry. And now he has announced that there is going to be a release of 75 of their top titles, which will be released through Analogue Productions in a 2x45 RPM format for single LPs originally. There is one title that was an original double, and it will come out on 4 LPs. And this is a very broad group of albums over the years from the 1960s on that are represented here. And it's a really bold move. We're talking 75 titles over the next 3 years, with 3 announced to be released here in the next 30 days. So this is a lot to consume. They will be available both in vinyl and on SACD. And on the Analogue Productions /acousticsounds.com website, you will see that 70 titles of the 75 are already spoken for. And it's a large plethora of different recordings. Alice Cooper is one, Welcome to My Nightmare. We have Bad Company, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Bad Company albums. We've got a few Buffalo Springfields in there, some Charlie Mingus, 4 of those. We've got 3 from Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and then the Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young Deja Vu album. Hall & Oates, Donny Hathaway, Foreigner, Dr. John. I'm sure a favorite of Chad's, being from Louisiana. That's really interesting. 3 or 4 Foreigner titles, as I mentioned. Also some early Genesis. Really, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Genesis albums. Hootie and the Blowfish, which is totally kind of out of the blue. In Excess with Kick as well. We've also got a Jimi Hendrix Experience with Otis Redding. Coltrane, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. A John Prine, which is kind of new. Les McCann, Eddie Harris. Matchbox 20. Wow, that's a out of nowhere kind of title. Milt Jackson and John Coltrane. We've got 1, 2, 3 Otis Redding's albums. We've got Peabo Bryson and Roberta Flack. We've got 2 of the Phil Collins solo albums. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the Ray Charles albums. And then Stone Temple Pilots. We've got 2 of theirs coming out as well. T-Bone Walker has 1, the Velvet Underground. We got a Willie Nelson, we got a Wilson Pickett, and 4 of the Yes albums, including 90215 and Close to the Edge, along with Fragile and the Yes album. So a wide variety of records. Now, this is a big endeavor to take this on, both financially and the workload and getting it right and doing it right. And what better label to do it than Analogue Productions, of course. Now, of course, we already hear some people saying, well, they don't have Led Zeppelin, or they don't have AC/DC, or they don't have, pick your Atlantic artist, right? And, you can never satisfy everybody, of course. Now, there are 5 titles that have not yet been announced, so we'll see what those might be. But this takes a lot to put together. So, again, just like when we had the Elephant release from the White Stripes, Chad doing something a little bit out of maybe the normal expectation. Well, this is a biggie, and this takes on a huge catalog. Now, some of these records have obviously been released before in various forms and fashions. Some are a little more surprising than others, but they're all going to be at the highest grade possible, being at 45 RPM. Now, of course, the general label of Rhino that covers a lot of these in Atlantic, of course, they will probably be releasing some over time that are, 33 RPM. And those have been very good recordings and cuts by people like Kevin Gray. But of course, Chad is making sure he has the best mastering engineers involved in this, including Bernie Grunman, Ryan K. Smith, and of course the aforementioned Kevin Gray. So these are going to be top notch, as you might expect. So kudos to Chad and to his team. I know this takes a lot of work to put together. The naysayers, well, they're always going to be there. But to those of us who really want to just enjoy the music and be glad for what is being done, and we can go in and either cherry pick titles. He has a subscription offered if you want them all. And if you want to do the premium of that, and you can get the numbering to match across the series and get free shipping if you've got the 4,500 plus whatever dollars it is to plunk down on it. But everybody has options. The serious collector has option to spend money their way, and we have the option to pick and choose what we want. And that's what it's all about. So I just wanted to give you my opinion on this. I think it's a great contribution to the effort, and I look forward to ordering some of these titles, which I already have ordered some of these. I'll be putting on a list here of what are the ones that I'm really looking at and enjoying them as they come down the pike. So as always, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate you clicking on the bell, selecting the all option for notifications. A thumbs up or like is appreciated, and comments. If you have any thoughts on these or what you think maybe in those 5 that we haven't heard from. So for now, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time in our next Safe and Sound Texas audio excursion. Take care, everybody.